right, round 2 of the Maine Classic. Fake tournament. A couple of fake tournaments coming up before we do indeed get to the Open at Royal Troon. We had a good start. I don't remember exactly what we did. Let's go take a look here. I am 11 under. Current leader is 12 under. So, real good. Tied for second place. However, windier day here at Lighthouse Point. So, gonna have to play well, especially with just some of the elevation changes here at Lighthouse Point and just the winding, twisting fairways of these holes. That could be a death sentence. Who knows? Firm and fast. Let's hope that creates some more rollout and get out to Lighthouse Point. Look at the crowd at 11 under par. Oh boy. That's going to be fun. So on Thursday, we did learn that you pretty much have to hit driver here. We hit a 3-wood, if not even a 3-iron, which I actually forgot to take out of my bag. We're going to have to do that before round 3 because I really don't like that club. But you can't hit anything less than driver and yet give yourself a good look at a second shot. It's just not possible. However, I don't really know if driver is going to be the play, but it's got to be something. I just don't know what else we can do. The wind has not been very favorable here on hole 1, so we're just going to swing away and hope for the best. See how much the wind takes this one. I think I aim far enough right. And we don't get any rollout here, so that's going to stop. No, it's not going to stop. Hopefully we're far enough to the right side here where we're going to have a shot. But this carried 307 and goes a total of 304. Hey, but we do have a pretty good look at a second shot here. Wow. This is very uphill, but we do have some wind helping this out. So it's just a complete guess. On the way. This actually could be very good. Oh! Yes! In fact, after that, I do. Pretty decent shot, and especially because of how flat these greens are. Not being real tight into the pin will be just fine for us today. On the way, and that drops. So we bounce back from a bogey here to start the tournament. And we tie for the lead, along with, I believe, Luke List, who is a name I have not seen at the top of the leaderboard much, at 12 under par. Not sure why the camera decided to focus where the pin wasn't here on this par 3. Very interesting choice. All right. I think this is deceptively uphill. Not a lot, but I think it is a good bit. So 6-iron is going to be a little bit dicey, but we do have the wind mostly at our back. So I'm going to aim right in there and see what we can do. If we get this power right, this is going to be pretty good. Thud! We did not get the power right. All right, then. Well, if we put it anywhere in this little circle here, it's a completely flat putt, so that'll do. It's a take your par and move on kind of hole. And I reiterate the same thing that I said on Thursday, because this is a fantasy course. Why, if you had complete design freedom over anything that you could do with a golf course, would you make half of the greens flat? Don't understand. The first of many par 5s in a round at Lighthouse Point, the third. Feels like an unusual amount of par 5s. It's certainly going to contribute to some scoring, which is why even the AI seem to be going a lot lower than they usually tend to. I'm going to drop this in, hopefully middle of the fairway. We shall see. Obviously, that's always the goal, but I'd say that's middle. And as with the other fantasy courses in this game, they just don't know what rollout is, so not much going on there, but that's fine. Power approach, not going to be necessary because this is a downhill green. And oddly enough, I'm going to go with, I think, one of my new least favorite clubs, the 3-iron. Probably going to be left to target. And it's actually, I think, even going to be short of the green here. Because I hit an iron, that's going to go nowhere. So no eagle opportunity here, but we didn't exactly have one yesterday. High spinner. Oh. That was a miss, but I think we're going to be okay. Every ball's landing like a sack of sand. You're not wrong. This is a very, very interesting course here. I'm going to move our chat box back over. All of my scenes are just messed up from the Rocket Mortgage last week. Just aiming on the left edge. That found a way in. I think there might have been some uphill for that ball to fight through, but all's well that ends well. That drops. Second birdie in the very early stages of round 2. We're playing 2 rounds today since no stream yesterday. Round 2, round 3. Then we get into Detroit Tigers franchise. Which I feel like, by the way, we need to stop. Larry is no longer the face of, like, asshole comments when it comes to the Tigers franchise YouTube series. But we'll get to that in due time. Tee shot is going to go nowhere once it lands. But oddly enough, the slope isn't bad enough to the point that it goes back downhill like hole 1, so not too bad. Finesse. This actually looks like one of the tougher pin placements we've seen. However, there's no part that's flat. Oh god, no, it's not. It's not anyone we know. No flat parts on this screen. I just had to laugh at it because it was hilarious. So, I feel like this is relatively flat, if not downhill, so I'm going to bring this finesse back just a ways, but I still want to hit the green, so not too far. This is going to need to spin in a way that I don't think it's going to spin. Fair enough. That's going to be tricky. For bird. Oh, man. Apparently, it's not going to be very tricky. We got it just right. And 3 birdies through 4 holes. This is the round that we certainly could have put together on Thursday. It took us a while to get the feel for this course just a little bit. Front 9 wasn't very good. Back 9 was pretty good. We do that again today, we might be on pace for 50 under par by the end of round 2. So very slim fairway here on 5. Hit a high drive, and not like we get rollout here anyway, but limit the amount of bad things that could happen to me. It's a little right. Wind should bring it back, and nope. Ball didn't really move, but we get a favorable kick into the first cut. We will take that. And now another shot into the wind, uphill. And that wind is going to make this very interesting. I'm going to bring back the 5-iron. Because I'm hoping for a little bit of roll, I think. This ball's going to have to... Oh! What? This is for birdie. I feel like we have to have it. I can't even really have a chip. I'd have to blast it, which is something I don't particularly like doing. From the bunker. Too high. So we'll be taking our par here. We miss a dead straight putt. Probably take 2 weeks off, then quit. We get to continue for now. Yeah. Yeah, that goes back. I'm sure me and Austin especially have been saying that for a long time. That's an old Brett Favre quote. Just talking to the referees and say, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. You need to take 2 weeks off, then quit. Into the wind. I'd actually be okay with going a bit long here if it meant that we actually got this on the green. Because it looks pretty flat up there. That's left. It'll be safe, but left. 39 feet. And I don't think we are in range of a straight putt, but we are in range of a pretty makeable putt. That actually does nothing. It's not uphill or downhill. That's shocking. All right, well. Let's see how this goes. Can we get it right? No. Little burnt edge there. So we will have to take our par again. Well, we're bogey free though. Never really got the chance to say that on Thursday outside of maybe on the first tee. Par 4, 7th hole. Massive bunker. Dog leg and a front pin here today. We were able to place our drive in a pretty decent spot here the other day. Today, however, I'm not so sure we can. We're going to get a little risky with a power drive. That's not looking super great. Ooh, we might actually be okay. It worked out. This wind sucks, or should I say it blows. Today it blows. Well, honestly, finesse, downhill, wind to hold it up, and it's gonna spin. So, I don't know, right in there. I think we hooked it, which is bad news. Oh! I really thought we were winding up in the bunker there. Okay. Well, I knew we had to try something like that. I don't really know if there was a way to get that to stop. We can probably aim right dead at the pin here. There's a little backstop. This ball's not going to go much farther. And missed it. Wanted to have a go. But now, don't miss this putt. Take a little off, and we're in. Well, last 3 holes has kind of been a story of missed opportunities there. We remain tied for the lead with List. Move on to the par 3 8th. One of the shorter par 3s here at Lighthouse Point. I do think we still have a chance. All we really need to do is, like, go off one of these rounds. This is slightly downhill, so it does have me worried that this might be a little bit too much, but we're going with the 9-iron. Now, where do we wind up? It's going to be right of the hole. Oh, again, man. These fantasy courses are so bizarre. It doesn't even bounce before it spins. Alright, can we finally get a chip to fall? Ooh, nope. This one I hooked to the right. Pushed it a little bit. But once again, take your par and move on. Why you no good? I mean, couldn't tell you. Ah, this is going to be a name. Thank you to those who are rating. I'm just going to give this a try, even though it's going to be terribly wrong. Derzakandi Timmy? I have no idea. Whoever you are and however you pronounce your name, thank you. And welcome. Yeah, no. As an American, a lot of things don't happen. Hitting driver with the wind at our back. That's a little bit right. We are going to get some rollout here, but that's all right. Guten Tag, that's all I know in German. Eek. I can't say I know much more, though, to be fair. Heavily uphill, but also wind at our back, so I feel like I'm just going to try this 5. Just going to try the 5-iron and see if it'll cut through all that rough. It's not really moving with the wind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, ball. Ball hit a house. It didn't hit a house. It hit a beach. All right. Longer pick shot. Going right at it. Well, mostly right at it. This ball will move a little bit. Wow, that stunk. Remember when we did have dreams of 50 under? Uh-oh. I thought I overpowered that, by the way. We have been tied for Luke List, with Luke List for way too long. Well, thank you, Timmy. That's how I felt last night. but thank you much. All right. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Welcome. Well, probably the most elevated tee box we've seen all year. And all we can do, just pound it. I think we're going to be in good shape here. Closed ourselves off a little bit on the second shot, but going to be just fine. I didn't take a look and see where the pin was, so we might be okay. Oh, boy. Basically just going to wrap it around the trees with the wind, I think. Well, it's looking fairly solid, but will it stop? Oh! Yeah, it stops! Going nowhere. All right, a birdie putt I feel like we need in a pretty bad way. Please. Not even fucking close. Not even close. Back nine has not started well. That is 6 straight pars. Remember when things were going well? I also think you are right. Bunkers probably do bounce more than the greens. And the fairways. And everything else. Regular drive. Bring it back just a touch. And don't blast it. That's a little left. First cut. Don't ask me why, but I was actually expecting backspin on my driver. Well, the 3-iron into the wind. Fuck it, just blast it. Ah, it's not blasting it. I left that one so short. Well, things have gone wrong. Things have gone very, very wrong. I don't even want to hit a pick shot on the slope and hope that it trundles down, because I feel like it would find a way to stop over there. Oh. I mean, we were a fair ways away. That's kind of fair. All right. A makeable birdie putt. Please. Please. Thank you. Our first birdie since hole 4 should finally break a tie with Luke List. And it does. Wow. Another slim fairway. And the green that just looks like it's making like a very shocked face at me. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. Alright, wind at our back. I feel like I'm going to hit a 3-iron. Oh, please stop. Ball. Thank you. Yeah. Over here in America land, not really a reason to keep up with our team anymore. I mean, they kind of got embarrassed. Just put it anywhere up on that tier over there on the right, and I think we're gonna be all right here. Am I gonna miss it? I'm literally gonna miss it again. I did this in round 1. Wow. Every single possible opportunity that I've had, I have done nothing with. That's so terrible. Didn't even give it a run. Well, speaking of utter ass, our game today. Drops in. Back on the par train, unfortunately. We are somehow only 4 under. France is in the semifinals. They haven't scored a goal yet. Oh! To the other side of the double green here at Lighthouse Point. I've yet to find that big, massive bunker in the middle of it, so that's good. Fairway opens up a good bit, so we can aim right. Well, we'll be straight away with the pin. But 344 yards out, so we ain't reaching it. Ooh. Ooh, maybe we are. Wind is going to help this out a little bit. I don't think we're going to get there, but we're going to give it a try. That's left. That's fine. Cuts a lot of distance off it, though. Dad never had a prayer, so... Alright, what are we looking at? Pretty flat pin. Drop a spinner somewhere right in there and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm good with that. This should be a putt that we can make. If I can't, once again, should probably quit. Good. Both times I've given myself that ultimatum, we made the putt, so... That's good news. Every putt is makeable. Well... Yes. But a completely straight putt should be about a 100%er. Oh boy. A par 3. With the pin completely blocked out by the trees. I feel like this is about our only hope. That looks like it is... Hey, we're there! Yep, we hit it high and tried to pray. For once we do get a good bounce here today. I guess I shouldn't say that. It's about our second good bounce, but... Slightly tricky putt. That's breaking and right at it. Well, we're finally starting to heat up again. Good news. That is also true. There have only been 2 balls that bounced. Yeah. A lot better than the early stages of the round, though. Gandhi, good evening. Drivable par 4? No. No fucking shot. I actually don't even know if it's very advantageous to even try. Does that mean we're not gonna? Course not. It's not even close. Not much more I can do to try, so consider it impossible. Outside of maybe getting the gold power drive, which I feel like we're close to getting. All right, so what did I see up here? There is a flat spot. It's maybe not the easiest to reach. I'm not really sure how we'd go about it. Outside of maybe a spinner? Oh. Well, we got that wrong. When have I said that before? Oh, I don't know, about every other fucking hole today. On the way. Come on, break. Where is the break? Where? I hit just off the left edge. That's exactly where the ball went. Ugh. Pain. Pain. And now we move on to this hole. This disastrous par 3/16. Speaking of getting things wrong, we got this wrong in round 1. Oh, fuck me. Dude, I don't even know. I have no clue. I can't club down. Right? Aim for the bunker. I'm just going to hit a ball and see and chase it down the hill. I think this is gone, but I can't really tell yet. Oh. You know, we haven't found the fringe yet today. I forgot that this course has the widest fringe I've seen on any course. So even into the wind, we got to club down at least once. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa! And then the most ridiculous music choice ever. Nothing exciting. It's just like, it's like I made a bogey putt. Gotta give me something more hype than that. Come on. That was a great shot. Oh, man. All right, 17th hole. Left to right wind. Aim on the left side. I swang in the duration of a club waggle, but it's going to turn out okay. $299 out. We've got a shot at the green. Maybe we don't. We're going to try, though. Oh, whoa. This is going to be an 80-foot putt, isn't it? 90 feet, in fact. Just your good old everyday 90-foot eagle putt. Wow, that was ass. And truth be told, I don't even really know what to do. Obviously, we gotta add more power, but... realistically, I should have hit a pitch shot here. Oh. It's not terrible from 90 feet. It is indeed a birdie here on 17, and we move on. What are we now, 9 under today? We're not clear away the shoe-in winner yet. I mean, there is some traffic behind us. I was 11 under? Oh, even worse. Oh, right. I forgot this 18th hole was ass. Now, in round 1, I tried to pound it through the trees. Is this viable? Is this... There's not really a way of knowing. The game doesn't really recognize that area as a thing. Yes, so that's not happening. I don't even know if this is happening. Fuck if I know. Just don't miss left. Just don't miss left. We actually missed right, which is possibly even worse. Oh! Oh, no. Wait, what? It just went through the rock! We take breaking physics. It says I'm in the mulch. I am very much not. All right, I forgot. The flat green. We're going to want to probably club up here. Club up, bring it back, hit it high. Come on. It's not going to get to the flat part. It might not. It's not even going to stay on the green, is it? Nope, it's on that miserable fringe. Remember the last time you mulched? The chip in? That wasn't actually the last time we mulched. We mulched on Thursday. It's going to be a tough putt to get right because after this initial break, it does next to nothing. Oh? Are you saying there's a chance? Oh, from the fringe for 20 under par to end round 2. Some good shots there at the end. And we lead by 4 shots after 36 holes. Seth Reeves in second, 16 under par, 7 under today. Was indeed Luke List. He goes 9 under, as do we. Oh my.